The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but was also the run after the catch, that's what made it impressive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Marlon Mack.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
2nd and 7 at the 30.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Titans 20, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And the Colts first down.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He completes this one to Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 41, Rivers.
At the Titans.
His throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Indianapolis.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 28. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Derrick Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st down, Colts.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it. It's Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans! Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019, and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A gain of 20.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Third and long for Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
at their own 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. And we're going 30 steps.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
First 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. On the screen, this is Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Darrington Evans.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Titans 41, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Harold Landry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Down. 3rd and long.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Now Rivers. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. It's going to be a thrower. Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll toss this out to Evans. Oh, he sheds himself free. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darrington Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
48, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's into the hands of Pascal. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Easy, easy.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll go right back to Evans. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Oh, now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
40-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They had 2 straight 1st downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The 1st down throw here for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
For Marlon Mack, incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Final score.
Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions